The lowest point, and there's probably only 3 or 4 people on earth that know this, but the lowest point in my life was a night I was doing drugs with a bunch of people, and we were out partying, and I remember feeling like I was paranoid and I was being chased by the law, by the FBI, because I was so in my head and I was so out of touch with reality that I thought they were after me. And I remember taking a bunch of drugs that night and just about overdosing because I was in fear that I was gonna be going to prison or something. Like I was young, I didn't understand. That wasn't my world that I really dabbed in. I just got around some of the wrong people. And I remember that night, it must have been 3 a.m, my lowest point of my life. I was laying there and I thought the law enforcement was coming in on me, and I thought my life was over. I thought I let my parents down. And I remember thinking, how am I gonna tell my mom that I ruined it all? That I destroyed my whole life? And I remember looking up in the ceiling and asking God to give me one more chance. And if he got me out of it, I would change my world. And that's what I did.
Since he was born, or even before he was born, it was this expectation that this little one was going to be so freaking awesome. And he was born, his first childhood years as he was still young. It was like, this little kid, he is so dynamic. You already could tell, by the age of 2, he got things, he understood things, and he was like, okay, I got it, go. And I'm going to do it awesomely.
It was right here, about 15 years ago. These are my fondest memories right here. Right here.
What do you remember about Tony Taveras? Or what do you think when you hear that name?
When I hear Tony,
Mm-hmm.
Tony was always a class act, okay? I remember when he was young, the way he used to work. Some people go to horse races, and before you go to the horse races, right before that race is ran, they bring the horses out and they walk them around the track so that you can get a better look at them and know how to bet. Well, I don't know that much about horse flesh, but I know athletes, and Tony was my bet. That's who I was putting my money on.
Michael Jordan, his biggest thing was he was in the moment all the time. He was present all the time. I think Kobe too was kind of like that. And Tony is so present all the time. And that's hard to do. I think that's a thing that people have trouble with. That's something I have trouble with, right? But just in the moment, right there, all the time. Doesn't matter what it is. Hanging out with his friends, in the moment. That's who he's hanging out. That's who he's focusing on. That's his focus. Working, that's his focus. Working out, that's his focus at that moment. That's so hard to do. It's never about, you hanging out with Tony and it's not like, all right, what am I, looking at his phone like, oh, what am I going to go do next? What am I going to do? That's not him. We're in this right now. That's what we're going to do. It doesn't matter what it is.